Greetings and welcome to my channel. Let me be clear, if you are an individual who can be easily offended or triggered by different opinions concerning race, religion, sex, sexual preference, gender, politics, geopolitics, or basically anything at all, please be advised to discontinue at this point. To continue viewing from this point is an agreement that you are watching this video despite receiving a clear warning that you should not, and you relinquish all rights to complain to any authority or seek any compensation from myself or from the platform hosting the video. I thank you for your time and attention, and if you've decided to continue watching, I salute your fortitude.
We open my eyes, now we can't look away. Questions got louder every single day. The headlines shout, but the truth whispers low. So I started digging where they don't want us to go. They tell us trust, never ask them why. Wrap it in a flag, sell another lie. The bread is stale and the circus is boring, while another chapter writes another warning. We're not here to hate, we're here to seek. Truth isn't known by the powerful, the weak. Keep your mind open, don't let it sleep. Some questions are worth digging deep. We're wide awake, there's no going back. Following the footprints, reading every track. The realest, 138. Question everything before it's too late. Phoenix rising from the fire we create. Truth over fear, that's the state we celebrate. No matter what tomorrow brings, you can't unsee awaken things. Big government promises more control. Big pharma says they got the cure for your soul. Communities divided, neighbor against friend, keeping us distracted while the stories never end. The skies are choked, the rivers need care. What's in the water, what's filling the air? Screens keep scrolling with another breaking view, but every side is asking who decides what's true. Don't trade your voice for comfort or fear. The loudest message isn't always clear. Keep asking questions, keep looking around. Sometimes the answers aren't easy. We're wide awake, there's no going back. Following the footprints, reading every track. The realest, 138. Question everything before it's too late. Phoenix rising from the fire we create. Truth over fear, that's the state we celebrate. No matter what tomorrow brings, you can't unsee awaken things. This isn't left and it isn't right. It's people searching for a little more light. Think for yourself, don't follow the crowd. The quiet mind can still speak loud. Question the stories, question the screen, question the places you've never been. If truth survives every honest test, then let the evidence do the rest. We're wide awake, we're breaking the spell, writing our story, we got ours to tell. The realest, 138. Every conversation opens another gate. Phoenix forever, we're lighting the flame, seeking the truth, not chasing fame. Whatever the future decides to be, no one can take what we've come to see. Open your eyes, open your mind. Ask the questions, one truth at a time. The realest, stay curious, stay curious, stay human, stay wide awake.
Big up and welcome. Welcome.
Hey! That was fun.
I don't know what.
That was fun.
This has gone to one. Right. This is
That was fun, man.
No.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was.
Big up everyone in the chat room as well.
So Rox wrote that, man. Yes. AI was used.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Rox wrote all the lyrics.
Yeah, I did. I can take credit for that.
she's written nearly 2 albums worth.
No,
of songs.
Rich. No,
One
haven't.
album at least. At
Haven't.
least
Nah.
one album. You've done at
No, we've
least,
definitely
and
put
it's a
some bits and
long
pieces
album.
down.
It's
But look,
like
guys,
you've got like
guys.
14. You've got listen, Rox. You have been prolific. Over the last week, you've been really prolific, and what's come out has just been
She's been in pain. That's what she's been in, mate.
yeah.
And yeah, a lot of that came out. But do you know what it was like? It was just like writing poems, some of them rhyming, and yeah, I realized I was like expressing myself, and it was quite a good way to do that, and I felt better for doing it as well. So yeah, that was good fun.
Do you like our background?
It's nice, isn't it? Like the neons. I like it.
Who is the real enemy now? All right. Was it?
I realized.
Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
Tiny hat, tiny hat, tiny hat. Oh, that's another song waiting to happen, isn't it? Yeah, boy. Yeah,
So we're breaking patterns.
Patterns. That's right.
Which is obviously we've learned from Mr. Archaics himself.
Predictability.
Jason, yeah. But just Rox has really seriously been going through it. Like she's
No, wait, hold on.
Next
It's not
level.
even that. It's not. Who could possibly be blowing up my home? I know the background is a trip. Nah, streets on fire. It's all getting blown up. Mass anarchy going on in the background. Very indicative. Sorry, yeah, carry on. Sorry.
but
Let me
it's
cut you
been and to basically to take your mind off of it and put your
Yeah.
focus and energy somewhere else. You've been writing these songs and
Yeah.
working with AI.
Yeah, because I can't,
And-
I haven't got the ability to put a track around it. So you just upload your lyrics and it does the track for you.
And I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't like I would never be able to do that. And especially in like 30 seconds. Like,
No, not quite
AI
30 seconds. Not.
But
Oh yeah.
no.
It is.
But
It is.
AI
It is like
can.
it is as quick as you can probably order some fast food and get it. It's
Yeah,
quick.
it's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the thing is because of the lyrics, because Rox wrote the lyrics, and we can all relate to them so well. Like it's
I tried. You know, I tried to get everything in there. You know, without it being like too much and like trying to rhyme and stuff. It took me back to my school days, to be honest with you.
But basically,
like sitting in
it's
English.
also it's opened a new door of possibilities for the future. Because obviously,
Want
one
to
of the
drop
things-
AI out the equation?
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that the whole time I've been looking for I need to work with a lyricist, somebody that can just sit
The
there
thing
and
is,
just write
every
stuff.
time you say lyricist, I keep thinking to myself, "No, like I feel like I write good poems."
Yeah, but that's
I
what a
feel like I
lyricist
write-
is. That's what a
all right,
lyricist is.
fair enough.
So,
But I think I write
because
good poems.
poems are just lyrics.
And you know how they say poems in Scotland? Scotland.
What?
Would you like me to tell you? If they don't say poem, they say poem. with a
Poem.
Y. Poem. Yeah, a poem.
It's
Yeah.
a poem.
A poem. I write good poems,
So
Expressing myself, getting myself on the paper, writing it down, getting it out there. Sorry, go on. Yeah. She's
and
back.
and Sylvie's on it. So we got tons of stuff to chat about.
Truckload.
Where are we
An
going to
absolute
begin?
truckload. Well, where shall we start? That's a good question. There's a lot of stuff happening that I've seen on my radar. One of which was Venezuela. Has anyone in the chat room seen what's happened in Venezuela? Because that seems to be like a bit of a trip. Earthquakes have happened, but the earthquakes themselves have been booky.
Right.
The timing of them.
Are these in the order that these Instagrams, are they in the order that
No. The second link I sent you, I reckon, play that first. No, the third link. There should be 4. Is there
there's
4
4
links?
links?
Yeah, so play the third one first. Because it's booky. It's all booky. But yeah, anyone in the chat room, if you've got any opinions on what you think is going on in Venezuela right now, because it's booky, the usual suspects have turned up talking about we need to save the children as well. The usual Red Cross suspects, all the NGOs, the usuals. What is it? UNICEF? UNICEF.
Right. Share this tab instead.
Hopefully it works.
Two earthquakes hit Venezuela, 40 seconds apart with a distance of 14 miles between both. A record. Then we see the red skies, definitely not natural. So now that Venezuela is officially the elite's new playground, here comes the missing children. And I see a lot of talk about kids being sold on Vinted, but that's just a diversion, just like the Wayfair scandal. Elites don't buy children on retail stores, that's too easy to trace. But it doesn't mean they don't buy them. In 2010, after the earthquake in Haiti, a woman named Laura Silsby was caught at the border with 33 Haitian children claiming they were orphans, but they were not. 33? And the Clintons, who are some of Epstein's favorite clients, bailed her out, and then she got a job at Amber Alert. You can't make this up. There were also children missing after the Maui fires, and mainstream media ignored the story completely. Now, if you ask me if it's possible that weather can be manipulated to advance a political agenda while trafficking children for the elite, I'm gonna say this. Do they poison our food and water? Did they create a bioweapon, made us sick and got rich off of it? Did they bomb a kid's school in Iran? Are they capable of genocide? Come on, create a weather disaster and traffic children in the process? That's light work. When it comes to our kids, there's no debate. The perpetrators must be executed. And I know that this story can be upsetting, but as long as we prioritize hitting the streets for a Knicks game instead of the real issues, nothing's gonna change.
Look at that, saying, like, lots of people saying the same thing. Turn off the noise and turn on your mind, start thinking, like thinking critically, basically.
And do you remember a few years ago when me and Janine were talking on the show? We were talking about particular trafficking situations with minors and it not being widely reported. If you open the link that I've just sent you, a news story broke on the, let me just get this right, on the 6th of July this year. So we're talking 2 days ago.
It's funny because that search bar up here on the left, I thought that was a cue for a second.
Well, you know, it just gets curiouser and curiouser.
More than 1,000 arrested as part of a global human trafficking crackdown. More than 1,000 people have been arrested as part of a global crackdown on human trafficking spanning 59 countries. Coordinated by Interpol, Operation Global Chainsaw officers target trafficking for sexual exploitation, forced labour and criminality, and coerced begging. A network that was trafficking victims into online scamming in Cambodia, and a network forcing underage girls recruited via social media into sex work in Europe were dismantled as part of the operation, authorities said. In total, 2,070 victims or potential victims were identified, the vast majority of whom authorities said were women. Of the arrests, 334 were for human trafficking and 690 for associated crimes. Interpol, which coordinated the effort alongside the EU's Agency for Law Enforcement, alongside the EU's Agency for Law Enforcement Cooperation, Europol and European Border Agency Frontex, said the operation's findings had exposed evolving trafficking routes and methods. It found an emerging trend of Latin American victims being trafficked for forced labour in Europe, with about 10% of identified victims being minors from the Americas who were subject to sexual exploitation. As part of the operation, authorities in Colombia launched an airport prevention campaign to raise awareness about the risks of fraudulent job offers abroad. Interpol said Brazil's federal police had identified 406 victims, 83 Brazilians and 323 foreign nationals, of a transnational network trafficking victims to Cambodia, where they were forced into online scamming. Interpol notices have been issued targeting wanted suspects and persons of interest. Also said 2 Bolivian child victims who were forced to work in a grocery store were rescued by Argentinian police, with arrests made. Separately, Belgian authorities arrested 17 suspects after dismantling a trafficking network that allegedly held victims recruited via social media captive and forced them into prostitution rings across Belgium and France. The operation, which took place between the 8th and 12th of June, was conducted by 40,000 officers across countries in Africa, the Americas, Asia and Europe. Found that most of the victims were trafficked for sexual exploitation, while 20% were forced into criminality, 11% were forced into labour and 2% forced into begging. Interpol said victims identified during the operation had been referred to national protection and support services, while 465 investigations had been launched as a result. In addition, 201 suspects were also identified in the operation. Countries including the UK, the US, France, Germany, Spain, Nigeria, Thailand and Vietnam took part in the operation. Interpol Secretary Odysee Quiza, I don't know. Butcher, I mean to butcher it. Said human trafficking remained one of the most profitable and pervasive forms of organised crimes, generating billions in illicit revenue each year. He added that the crime caused severe and lasting harm to victims, saying the operation results demonstrate what can be achieved when countries work together to disrupt criminal networks and strengthen cooperation across regions. Now, the thing is, one of the things that I thought about just towards the end then was human trafficking has existed as long as people have existed, I think.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think it's something that we are ever going to be able to stop.
No.
Not in this iteration of reality and existence, because we're talking about supply chains and demand that's existed and been embedded for
a long
thousands of years.
It's just adapted with the times, if that makes sense. Like even just a couple of months ago, and you can Google search this, I've sent you the link for it. Meta, back in April, lost a multi-million-dollar legal battle over its failure to prevent children from being sold on its platform. Yeah, they lost the case. They lost it. And I know maybe just a multi-million, that's a small indentation, but I think it sets a principle that these things are not conspiracies. There's more than enough supporting evidence now, and that ties into the next thing that I wanted to mention. There's a lot of people putting posts out there talking about X amount of days been, what is it, 140, hold on, let me check my notes. 6 days ago, it was, let me just get it, 145 days. So we're talking 153 days since Epstein files were released. And the claim is that there's been 0 prosecutions. That's all I hear everyone saying. Epstein files have come out.
There's been 2 prosecutions.
Mm-hmm.
Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
They're the only 2 prosecutions.
Yeah.
But
anyone else?
There are 2 ways to look at this. One is that they're covering shit up, and the other is that in reality, in a court of law as it stands at the moment, they actually don't have anything like that they can. Like it's all.
How many NDAs, Rich? How many NDAs is there? Probably like thousands.
Yeah, I mean,
Like there's probably like I can't get an exact
what's
lock
the law?
on numbers. No matter how
Right.
far I look, I can't get a lock on a number.
The thing is about NDAs is it doesn't matter if the NDA is covering up something illegal. Nothing can unlock that NDA.
Yep.
Can it?
Well,
That's it.
it's-
It's an NDA. Now it's only really worth anything like in America, isn't it? It's oh no, I'm getting confused now. That's actually prenuptial agreements.
Well, we know
Is it
that there's been
NDAs?
numerous settlements with victims.
Well, they put gag
of
orders,
Epstein.
don't they? They put gag orders on things and fucking.
Yeah, but if
and
you
if
look,
you-
if you look at some of the settlements that have been done, those are out there. There's numerous settlements that have been published that were settled by Epstein himself before he croaked it. I think it was
Jewish settlements.
a victims compensation program established by the Epstein estate.
Oh yeah.
Resolved, enough claims, bruv. Additional settlements involving people connected to the case, such as the civil settlement between Prince Andrew and Virginia Guthrie as well. But you know, the confidentiality provisions and stuff. It's a it's a minefield. You're never going to get a straight answer.
Which Instagram next? The out of 1, 2, and 4.
Oh, they were all with Venezuela. Sorry, yeah, we
Yeah.
skipped a bit with Epstein, but yeah, anyone now, any order, because it's booky. It's all booky.
The Venezuelan nightmare just got worse. First, they get hit by very strange earthquakes, something their politicians have been afraid of for a long time now.
And Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez has once again accused the United States of playing God. But this time it's Haiti's disastrous earthquake that he thinks the U.S. was behind. Spanish newspaper ABC quotes Chavez as saying that the U.S. Navy launched a weapon capable of inducing a powerful earthquake off the shore of Haiti. He adds that this time it was only a drill, and the final target is destroying and taking over Iran.
And now that tens of thousands of people, including children, are missing, the situation has taken a very dark turn.
But the real disturbing thing that's going on is that apparently they are taking traumatized and orphaned children to use.
What is it? They're one of their favourite sayings: "Never let a good disaster go to waste." Basically, never let something like that, innit? Never let a disaster go to waste.
Used for child trafficking, which breaks my heart, obviously, because, well, I mean, how evil can you get? I mean, to use something as horrific as what's happened to then go to the next step and then start taking the children is just a stain on humanity.
They're allegedly even using fake names to move.
It's not a stain on humanity. Humanity's apathy towards it is the stain, right?
But
I think if we ignore it and we don't say something about it, and you know, do whatever it is we can.
How many times
to bring more awareness to it, and to, you know, call for people to be held accountable, then it's not a stain on humanity. It's just a further stain on them. And we already know how bad they are. Right?
I think civilians are waiting for someone within authority to do something because people themselves are not going to do it. How many times within our lifetime have we seen certain systems within countries collapse after maybe, I don't know, a flood, an earthquake, refugee crisis, whatever it is. We've witnessed in our own lifetimes various countries' systems collapse in front of us, and when that does, who's the first to fill the vacuum? All of these dodgy cunts, the volunteers, the
Oh,
NGOs, all the criminal gangs, all the human
Roth,
traffickers, all the corrupt
isn't it? Isn't
officials.
it?
They all
Roth
just,
is. It's
yeah,
another word for
yeah, yeah.
Oh no,
Them,
it's not Roth. No, no. Yeah, it's not Rothschild. It's Roth Cross, Red
yeah.
Red Cross.
It's the same.
Always
It's the
there.
usual
Ah,
suspects.
but that's
Usual
because they're
suspects
good
every single
people.
time. Yeah, but
They're
and the
good people that are
NGOs
there
and
to
the
help
corrupt
people.
officials, they're all quick to
Yeah.
come in, quick to come in, and
Oh,
we've
and to
seen that.
stop and what we saw in North Carolina and Georgia when there was a huge
Mm-hmm.
fucking hurricane storm,
Yep.
whatever it was, and there
Yep.
was flooding in North Carolina,
Yep.
and they were stopping any aid, and they did it in Lahaina as well,
Yep.
stopping any aid that was coming from normal people
That's
who were
what.
bringing everything that they could that they could think of to help the people that were being affected.
Yeah.
They were confiscating it all and
Yeah.
fucking
They've done
keeping
the
it all,
same
you
in
know.
Katrina, bro. They've done the same in Katrina. My auntie Tracy lived all the way up in Maine. Like, it's not just up the road like London to Scotland. Maine is far from where Katrina happened, yeah, for a drive. And like my auntie was like quite connected within her community. And them times there, it wasn't like social media, right? And I remember the day my mum get this phone call from my auntie Tracy. My auntie Tracy's wailing down the phone at my mum, squealing all obscenities down the phone, telling my mum she's going out on road with all the people in her local community to get these trucks on the go. My mum's like, "What trucks are you talking about?" And she's like, "There's loads of trucks. They're all just parked up by the road with water that's supposed to be going to the people in Katrina, and they've been sat there for 10 days full of water, not going." And like the people in the area were going maddox. No news was paying attention. And my auntie's telling my mum, "This is all bullshit. Whatever they're telling you on the news is bullshit. They're doing this everywhere across America. They could send the water in and they're not." She's crying down the phone, like seeing all the madness that she's seeing happening there. And like people thought, anyway, that was my knee jerk to awakening. Like she was the one that was telling me, like, just because they're telling you a narrative on the news don't mean that's what's really good. Like that's what they're covering up what they're actually doing to the people there.
Yeah.
And she was distraught, bro. And the thing is, what
That
was
was a
weird
long
about
time
it
ago, man.
was, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was before all this like viral social media stuff, and like some of the things that happened in America, all my aunties could do was just phone my mum and tell my mum their perspective on what was going on at the time. But yeah, it never went. It never went. It like when I mean it never went. It's not like they made noise and it went. They made noise and it went nowhere. The water didn't go anywhere. And it wasn't just a couple of trucks as well. It was like tens of
So
dozens.
basically, it's not the first time.
Yeah.
Basically, FEMA has never actually, as far as I'm aware, FEMA has never actually stepped up to the plate. The reason that I understand is because people misunderstand what FEMA is. It's federal emergency, whatever. But it is the only thing it is about is the continuity of government. That's all they care about. They
Yeah.
don't care if every single fucking person alive gets vaporized, so long as they're kept safe.
Yeah. That's what, like, even in our lifetime, that's what it's shown us. Disasters every single time have been a reason, not a reason, an opportunity to exploit. Like we've seen it in Haiti, like you said. I think you mentioned Ukraine. You've got Syria, Turkey. Any refugee crisis you care to mention. Look what we've just seen happen in Gaza. Look at that madness. And it's not even a madness that stopped as well. It's just they've stopped reporting on it every day, day and night, day and night. And one question I
Well,
do have,
actually, and they haven't even actually reported on exactly just how bad it has been. Right?
no,
I
no,
think people would be traumatized. Like,
yeah. Right. My question is this: Why is it, right? And I'm not asking for people to state the obvious here, but why is it that all of these NGOs, these corrupt officials, everyone's focus is just the children? Like literally, they don't even mince their words. It's about the kids. And I know
Yeah,
the
it's
obvious
funny.
answer. The obvious answer would be because that, if you don't
Isn't it
save the
funny?
kids, how are we supposed to save the next generations? But it's like, really,
Right,
is it just the
right.
kids
But
that matter?
if you care so much about the children,
Why
why'd you
wouldn't
bomb
you?
schools? Why'd you bomb schools?
Yeah. Why is that the first? Oh,
Not
mate.
just in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Iran, in fucking in Ukraine, in Russia. Like, why,
Dodgy shit.
And all it requires is for people to just think.
Yeah.
That's all. To think it through.
Yep.
And like critically, independently think it through. And anybody with anybody who is actually a real human being cannot avoid being affected. Like, cannot avoid being like, how the fuck are they getting away with this? Like,
Madness, innit?
how have we ended up in a situation where it's not just a handful of bad eggs.
No.
It's a whole fucking truckload of bad apples that were there they were there such a long time ago. They're all fucking, because even if they're not actually actively taking part or actually actively receiving money or whatever, right? You can count on one hand the ones that come out and fucking say something about what they know.
Yeah.
The rest of them keep stum.
Yeah.
Like, fair play to, I don't know, what's going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG, but, I know there's a lot of theatre about it, but the role that she's playing and what's being presented to at least the truth seekers out there, because they're the ones that are going to see it on alternative media and stuff, as MTG would have wanted it to be seen, or however our handlers want it to be seen, rather than how mainstream media will present it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's mad.
Brain fart.
You're right.
Mind's gone blank.
You're all right.
So,
you're all right.
how many people we got out? How many people we got listening?
I don't know.
To us, dribbling away. We got 8 people. A whole 8 people. Wow.
Oi, oi.
Say, shout out. Give us a shout out and let us know who's here.
33 minutes.
DJ Emo, good to see you, mate. Joe K. Who's Joe K? It's not Joe Cool, is it? I love that you see his shirt.
No.
It's basically a NASA logo.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't actually say NASA, it just says lies,
says lies.
instead of
that's
NASA.
it.
I like it.
Good stuff, man. It's good stuff, man.
Sylvie actually burnt her toast while she was listening to
Oh.
us.
Sorry about that, love. Sorry about that, darling.
Let's finish watching this, actually.
Move some of these kids out of the hospitals to hide their trail.
I am Noraima Perez, a waitress at the Camurive Clinic, and I am here affected because my 4 children are missing. My daughter Aranza Lopez was taken out alive, but they took her out with a last name that is not hers. Aranza Vergara appears in Social Security. I have looked for her in all the hospitals in Caracas, and she does not appear where they transferred her either.
So first, they get hit by a very strange disaster. Then the kids start going missing. Where did we see that before?
I don't know. I wish
Yes,
I knew
you
the
do.
answer.
How many children are missing? You
I
know.
wish I knew the answer to that. I would be happy to answer that.
You have no estimate as to how many children are missing?
I guess
Nothing?
we can end this right now. If you guys want. Sorry,
This is one of the biggest questions that the people of Lahaina have.
We can end this right now if you want, because I'm a pussy shit little cock sucking butt monkey for people that I feel are more powerful than me. So I'm not going to tell you what you want to know.
It always takes one or two to ruin it for everybody. Please, this is our first son.
Well, we could say that about you. You ruined it for everyone.
You're welcome to say it. You're the media. You can say whatever you want.
You're a disaster.
The Venezuelan nightmare just got worse. First, they get hit.
Earthquake. It's what's happening now. The Venezuelan police are helping traffic rescue children. This one was caught just 2 nights ago. This Venezuelan mother says the police officers, like the one you just saw, are taking her children, renaming them so that then they can be trafficked. Check it out.
On the left, we also have one of the people who's quite affected. I would like you to first give me your first and last name, please.
I am Noraima Perez, a waitress at the Camurive Clinic, and I am here affected because my 4 children are missing. My daughter Aranza Lopez was taken out alive, but they took her out with a last name that is not hers. Aranza Vergara appears in Social Security. I have looked for her in all the hospitals in Caracas, and she does not appear where they transferred her either.
So just being not critical, but this is AI translation, because they would have both been speaking in English.
Yeah.
They would have both been speaking Spanish. It's a Spanish channel and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We need international help, and for this to be heard internationally, the children of Vargas are being stolen.
As I mentioned in a previous video, these children are being sold on this app called Vinted. $3,800, rescued Venezuelan plushie from the earthquake. It gives the size, 6 years old, condition very good, color white. This one over here, 3 years old, use the pizza logo.
True. I'm not sure if this is true, but I find this so dodgy, bro. Like
the worst thing about it, right?
The skeptic in me wants to go, right, this is a bit far fetched now. Like I'd have to go and research this for myself.
Right. But like I'm sort of like this.
Yeah. At the same time,
right,
it's plausible.
Exactly.
And that's what
they are. That barefaced.
Yeah.
So
Chat,
it
help us out with this as well. What do you reckon on this one? I feel like we're watching like Stranger Than Fiction, with Will Riker from what's his name from Star Trek?
It's part of the fucking it's part of their MO, not their MO. It's part of the playbook, right? This is the bit where they've taken a gauge of society, the Western culture and society, and
I genuinely feel like,
and basically it's disclosing the method. What's it called? Like revealing the method. They are showing us exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it, but there's no resolution to it, right? And so it enforces learned helplessness, right? So many people are going to be like, well, what can we do, man? Like,
it's mad though, isn't it?
They're saying it up front. They're saying all the quiet bits out loud.
Yeah.
They're revealing the method. They're fucking. But look, nothing's happening. Nobody's getting arrested. Nobody's going to prison. It's not even on the cards. The only people going to prison are people that are speaking truth and patsies.
Yeah, it genuinely feels like we're inside one of the Stranger Than Fiction or what. Like I said, I genuinely, one of them, and it's too hard to believe. And he goes, "No, that was actually true." At the end,
it's
you're
actually,
like, "Oh my god!"
It's a really dark version of Idiocracy.
Yeah,
it's a dark,
it's mad.
scary version of idiocracy. Not scary. We're not scared, right?
No.
And I can say that without.
But it's like
confidence.
nightmarish. It's a bit like nightmarish.
There's
like
shit that's going on. If we weren't like to people that like to people that aren't that haven't woken up, right? If it were possible that we were actually able to show them what we show them, and they actually see it and take it in, and not, and you know, and understand, like, things are actually this bad, right? That they'll keel over.
Yeah.
They will not be able to handle
years
it.
ago, I didn't really deep like really the magnitude of what that actually meant. But honestly,
it's completely shattering people's paradigms.
Yeah.
Completely. What happened to us when we were younger, where our entire universe was shattered and had to be rebuilt piece by piece, and then shattered again, and had to be rebuilt. But when it happened, we were isolated and alone individuals. And when it happened to us, it wasn't something that was happening to absolutely everybody. So we had to deal with it on our own, right? But it caused disillusionment and disenfranchising. Yeah, it disenfranchised us and disillusioned us to the point where we woke up, right? That trauma was responsible, and your trauma started way earlier, so you were already looking at the world in a different way, right? You woke up a little bit. I'm not sure how long it was before me, but you, like, 9/11 had a bigger impact on you than it did on me. It did have a big impact on me, but I thought it was a completely personal one. I thought that I'd on my own gone into a different universe, right? And so I was trying to reconcile that, and I did tell people. I told people, well, yeah, basically, I think I've been bumped into a fucking parallel universe, because this is not the place that I grew up in, right, and spent the last 23 years in. There's a different place here. But nobody understood what I was, everybody just looked at me like I was weird, and then got uncomfortable and left me on my own. So
they're like, right, well, it's been great.
So it's been great seeing you, Rich. Right, you're doing really well, man. You're doing really well. Just keep strong. Keep going.
Yeah, you know, right? There.
We'll I'll give you a call, yeah? I'll give you a call. No worries. Yeah, my number's changed, but it's all right. I'll give you a call. See you later. Never to be seen again.
Innit?
I shared way too much with people. It wasn't because I wanted. This is the crazy thing, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't sharing with people because I wanted sympathy, because I got pissed off with people when they started giving me sympathy. I was like, I don't want your fucking sympathy. I'm just telling you, this is what's happened. So this is why I am like I am now, right? I'm different. I feel different. I am different. I'm not nice to be around. And this is why, right? It wasn't to get any sympathy from anybody, because that made me feel sick. But yeah, I shared way too much.
Nothing wrong with
so
that.
chat room's just going like a fucking. It's, I can't even focus on it. It's moving past. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, that's a different universe that's going on in one parallel to this one, where we've got fucking 1.4 million people watching us.
That's
in the
it.
chat room, we've had to put the slow mode on.
Yeah, because it's just
Which
it's
they
overpowering.
had to invent. They had to invent because of our chat.
Yeah.
Right, slow mode wasn't enough. They had to put slow mode on.
Yeah. You know,
So,
so it is. That's how it is, you know.
So this is Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Part 2. Where's part 1?
It's on that channel somewhere. I did try and look,
but
but I gave up. Somewhere too far down. But he's gone over there. The guy from Raise the Colours. He's gone over there to speak to the Afghanis. You know, all the Afghanis that are supposedly coming over to the UK. Oh, he's got an interesting take on that. Very interesting.
That's the restaurant there. So what do you think about life here in Banya?
Yeah.
You like?
Yes. Really beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
Very, very beautiful.
Wow. Look at
This
that.
is this
Donkey.
donkey. You eat donkey?
No.
And what is this restaurant?
Yes. But
Close.
close.
Close. So where do you go to school? No?
No. No, sir.
No school?
No.
So you learn English just yourself?
English in the course.
Curse?
Yes. Later speak English.
Where do you get food?
What?
What do you
Food?
eat? For you?
No.
No. So there you go, guys. Bamyam. And, you know, it's a lovely, lovely place. These people live a very simple, easy life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know about off-grid? You want to know about off-grid?
Yeah.
Go to Afghanistan.
And there's law and order, and because they don't accept anybody into their country.
Where are you from?
England.
England.
You want to go England?
No.
No, not bothered. No.
No.
No. So it's only certain types of people that want to circumnavigate, travel to England. These guys, oh, look at it. It's beautiful. And like, it's crazy that the shit that we let into our country, basically. So
That's what that lad was saying, right? He was saying about living under Sharia law. Yeah, it's tough if you break the rules, but what it's done is bring law and order back. Like it's a safe place because everybody obeys they all do what's expected of them.
Yep.
So yeah,
doing these long videos, we're gonna have to chop them up. But the shit that we're getting in our country from Europe,
we've been fed this bullshit lie about democracy, right? The democracy is actually a thing, a way that we can run our government. We can have a democratic government. We've been fed this fairy tale about what it is, and everybody's failed to recognise that all democracy does is open the door for fascism.
Yep. Unfortunately. Not
and
good.
it's interesting, isn't it, how there's the communists, the socialists, and the fascists. The fascists can be capitalists, can't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Europe and the shit from this country, the shit can't live here because the Taliban wouldn't have it. And if you don't eat, if you don't work, if you don't pay your way, if you don't graft, you don't get anything here, you die. And that's why they're fucking off. And that's why they want to come to England. And that's what I've got from this trip so far. That these people, the dregs of countries, are ending up on our shores and with us. And the dregs of these countries are ending up in towns and cities in England, UK, because of the fruits of our lovely government that give them everything. And these...
So basically they didn't want to assimilate into their own country, and they don't want to fucking assimilate into ours either.
I mean, I know he's just one guy making a video, but I haven't heard him chatting any shit yet.
Yeah, well, we don't know if he's chatting shit, but he obviously it's one guy taking one perspective.
But it's not like
point of
doctors
view
and
from one
nurses, is it?
person.
It's not doctors and nurses.
No, and it actually makes sense as well. It actually makes sense that the people that would be leaving would be the ones that were forced to leave, and the ones that didn't want to stay because they didn't want to, maybe the idea of the West, it is, it's like a Turkish delight.
So we just get all the deviants, yeah?
Yeah, basically,
Delinquent.
yeah. And
Fuck.
I mean,
the dregs of society.
the thing is, like, we can only feel one way about it because we've never actually lived under a theocratic government where we are you know, where the religious practices are actually enforced by law. You know, like, we've never lived in a time where you have to go to church every Sunday and you have to be seen praying at least once a day, and girls shouldn't wear skirts shorter than their knees, and should never have a bare chest, and girls should dress demurely and basically Christian Catholic, old school Catholic, like the 1800s. That was society enforced it, but law never did. It wasn't ever enforced by law; it was enforced by society, by our culture, I guess. So if our culture had enforced religious, maybe actually England would be a better place. You know?
You never know. You never know.
What are your thoughts on that in the chat? Come on, don't fucking just.
But all went name at progress. All went name at progress.
Yeah, hang on. Fucking.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Still, it's all in the name of progress.
Oh, is that what they call it?
You up, Fred? Good old Fred.
So, right, what have we covered? The opportunism, the opportunist human trafficking, that's resulted from these national, fucking serious disasters. Afghanistan immigrants, just immigrants coming from that part of the world.
Yeah.
What next?
I've sent you a link on your Slack.
Ah, yes. Yes. What's the real?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Which one do you want first?
Either or. Whichever you like, you know.
Well, let's start. Let's start with this.
Chat, get involved as much as you want. Good old J Trig.
The old trig of the J variety. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, Rich. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
You got
How many people listening? And if you do happen to be watching this on a replay, and you're still here 54 minutes in, you can write it in the comments. How many people know what J-Trig is? Who's heard of it before?
How many do you know? Everyone Google searching it right now. Everyone's like,
No,
yeah,
don't Google search it. Don't cheat.
No
cheating.
I didn't see anyone
No cheating.
anything in there.
We'll recognise AI answers, you wankers.
Yeah.
No cheating. Just off the top of your head. Sylvie's never heard of it.
Cool. Well,
I mean, we have mentioned
we have, but it's not
we've
like a
talked
regular
about it,
mention.
but not
Yeah.
a regular, just like once here and there.
Yeah.
Back in the wide awake days, we did
yeah.
mention it.
More often, yeah. It was more prevalent back then. More obvious and prevalent.
Well, the crazy thing was the actual, like, we have our suspicions, don't we?
Yeah.
We have our suspicions that maybe
We'll
because
take
of the
them
way,
to the grave. We'll take them to the grave.
Yeah.
Take it all to the grave, mate. Yeah. Yeah. But some of you, as you listen as we go through this, I haven't put all 6 there. They're further back in the chat. I just put a couple of relevant ones in there just now. J-Trig, what are they? Rich, do you want us to tell the people what it is? Do you want me
to? You'll put it better than me.
It is the Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group. And this is not a conspiracy.
I didn't even remember that. I didn't even remember that. So, yeah.
This is not a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's not a conspiracy.
No.
You can Google it now if you want.
Yeah, it's part of the government's communication headquarters, which is GCHQ. And they've been going for a minute. Snowden leaked quite a few bits and pieces, which brought it into the mainstream.
It's obviously connected to the 77th Brigade.
Yeah.
Which is for those that don't know, look it up. The 77th Brigade is the British Army's cyber division.
I do have a slide for that as well, you know. I can give you that.
It was started. I'm just going to tell everybody now. It was started in 2005, I think. And it is, and then 2 years later, 5 kilometers away, BitShoot was created. The headquarters of BitShoot, 5 kilometers away from 77th Brigade headquarters.
How big is that?
2 years later.
I'm just going to send you.
2 years after 77th Brigade was established.
See it there.
I've said this is why I never used BitShoot. Because it just BitShoot, BritShoot, 77th Brigade. It's just too, you know.
I put a little infomercial together. It's in your Slack. As Rich is saying, it was formed. When did you say 2015?
Was it 2005? Oh yeah, maybe. I can't remember. It was a 5 in it.
2015. And I've got a little info card there that says what they do, information activities, understanding audiences, and it's like it's sneaky shit, man. Right. It's all just low down and dirty shit. Like it's just gutter stuff, man. And it's like I said again, it's not a conspiracy. This is legit.
I think the live streams that this was featured on were deleted with my 007 channel.
Probably.
But I had it on video. The 2 times when those 4 people from the UK came over and tried to intimidate me and then stole my equipment when they couldn't intimidate me, and they took secret videos of me 1 week, and then they posted a video and made sure I got a link to it that showed that they were at my gig, and so I put a comment on saying, "Oh, you big boys, you fucking pussies, why don't you come back and make yourself known, introduce yourself to me, don't be such pussies," basically. And then the following week, on the same day, it was like on the Monday, I saw these people further up the street when I was walking down, and it's weird, isn't it? How you just notice people, and you don't understand why you notice them. You're just like, huh? Look at that, 4 people over there. They're obviously friends. They're in a souvenir shop, looking at tat. Oh, no worries, okay. And then I go in and I set up and I'm sat there getting ready in the Colonial to play. And I see the first couple walk in and go to the bar. And then the second couple that were part of the group of 4, the second couple walk in and then they pretend not to know each other. Pretend to go, oh, do you mind if we sit here? Would that be all right? And they sit at the same table, which just happens to be right in front of me. And they put on this little performance to try and embarrass me in front of everybody. And I just called it straight out. And this was on my live stream. I called it straight out. And said, yeah, all right. And I can't remember what the name of the channel was. But I said, yeah, oh, by the way, the rest of you guys, you all know me. I've been here for a while, like 5 years or something, 3, 4 years, whenever it was. So you all know me. These guys here, you know, I've got a YouTube channel. These guys are Anyway, they shut the fuck up when I did that. And then they were just singing along. And they actually, like, the energy I got from them was that they were genuinely having a good time. And enjoying it and singing along and had a little dance. And then they came up at the end and shook my hand and said, we really enjoyed that. It was fucking brilliant. You're really good. And then they left and I started packing up. And while I was packing up, they slipped back in and nicked my rucksack with about €1,000 worth of equipment in it. At a fucking wireless Sennheiser microphone. That was like €450.
Fuck's sake.
My mixing desk and all the cables and all the stuff. They took my rucksack, basically, all my stuff out. So, and then they posted it on their channel and said, yeah, by the way, we took your bag.
Pissed.
With a video of it, like a video of my bag.
Maybe it is.
I absolutely fucking... But I realised, I mean, nothing has confirmed this. I've not confirmed this, but it makes sense to me. The only trolls that are going to do that are going to actually do that come out all the way out to out from the UK to here,
paid
to bother coming and hassling me and then coming back again. When I called them out, and when they came back, they still didn't actually. They didn't come in and you know they tried to play it off, because the thing is, I'm not stupid. I've got quite a good memory, you know, because I don't get drunk and stuff.
Yeah.
And as soon as that's why I noticed them. I didn't realise that's why I noticed them, but when they came in, it's like I had this vision. I recalled back to the previous week. Where the angle was coming from, right, where they must have been sat, and then I was like, oh, it was you. You were the ones that fucking, you know, were taking videos of me and stuff. Only like it just makes sense. It would be the 77th Brigade.
And you know what else is a shame?
It wouldn't be just normal people. You know?
Is that people that have bigger platforms don't bring this information to people's attention so that people know this is common fodder. There's some people that don't know about this at all, and if they did come across it, depending on who was giving them that information, they might think it's a load of bollocks. Oh, it's just you lot thinking it's gang stalking and this, and
paranoia.
People don't think gang stalking is legit, and it is legit.
Well,
like
and
it
both,
really is legit.
Right, both of us have had our cars broken into, messed with, and locked up again afterwards.
Brian Harvey's right,
yours
man.
Was moved.
People.
Yours was moved. Mine was just broken into, and nothing of any real value except the receipts, the Vodafone receipts.
Yeah.
Were stolen with €1,000 worth of equipment in the car and a fucking drone.
And before anyone says I was like waiting because I was smoking weed or whatever, and I must have thought I parked the car somewhere, and I had other people witnessing it. There was other people. I wasn't on my own. There was other people there witnessing the fact that the car had completely moved, and there was only one car key for the car, and I had the key.
And it was locked when you went back to it.
Yep.
And that was the thing. Mine was locked up again afterwards, and it was like it was just after we'd done that.
And that time
the stream with Adam.
Yeah, and there was another time I had Dr. John, and I was at the protest at Leicester Square, and I parked my car at Berkeley Square, just up the road from the Ritz. And I remember exactly where I parked it because there's a car showroom right beside it. And I went back, and my car had been moved, and it had been moved into a space that you get clamped, and they clamped me. And the thing is, whether you want to call me weeded or not, Dr. John was sober as a judge, not a drink, not a puff, not nothing. And he was like, "You didn't park the car there." And I was like, "I know." And he was like, "Is this some kind of wind up?" And I was like, "That's what I'm trying to work out. I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come out and go, 'You're punked, Rox. We punked you. We got you good though, innit?" No, that was
Basically,
600
and I
quid I had
can't
to
believe
pay
I
to get
forgot
that
to
off.
put it back up. Right,
That protest,
basically,
filming that protest cost me 600 quid in a clamp fine to get my car unclamped to go
Dr.
home.
John, welcome to the Realists.
Mate, I'm telling you, that was like literally after battling TSG for the best part of 4 hours just to get out of the cordon. It was mad. Jeez and peas. But yeah, just weird wonky stuff that when you go, it's like adjustment bureau shit. You'll go to tell someone else and you're like a madman telling people this, and they'll be like, they'll put their hand on their shoulder, your shoulder, and they'll be like, "Do you need me to call someone for you?" And you're like, "No, I'm just trying to tell you what happened." They're like, "Yeah, all right. Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want to sit down?" No,
Well,
I'm just telling you.
Either that, or they
happened.
make their excuses and say, "So anyway, it was lovely to see you."
Yep. And I think we're fast forwarding saying, so over the years, you kind of become selective of who you talk to about this stuff in the first place, because most people just end up going, So I thought we'd bring this to you lot, and because some of you may already know about it, and some of you that do, that's brilliant. Add your 2 cents worth in the chat room and inform people enough so that at least when you come away from this today, you might go, right, well, I heard a couple of things today that I didn't know before, and now I know. And they're not conspiracies. Like J Trig, 77th Brigade, they're all legit. And people think, oh well, J Trig's not in action now. They are. It's just that they've only been known publicly since that day. And they'll still run what they run even with the public knowing of their existence. Does that make sense? Like, we still have spies, even though we know about MI5 and MI6, they're still spies.
Right, because at the end of the day, it's so like it's. Let's say somebody thinks that they've got a J-Trig in their life, right? and they call it. It's so easy for that person to just go, "Whoa, man! I think this they've lost their mind." Like, and then play it out so that you end up looking like a nutter to all your family and friends who aren't on this. They're not looking at this stuff. They're not. They already think that you're a little bit crazy anyway, because you're trying to talk to them about this sort of stuff and you're entertaining these sort of things. And then when you start saying, "No, but you don't understand, no. You don't understand. This person has been sent by the 77th Brigade. They're here to fuck shit up or whatever, to distract me or derail me." I mean, the thing is, the best observation, one of the best observations that we had of it, was the coof, was COVID. Because the organic growth of movement that happened as a result of the protests, and then people and then the people that should have been listening not listening to any of the protests, and so they got bigger quickly, and
they did their MO, didn't they? That was their MO.
It started movements, but how many of the people in the nuggets, Rox called them the nuggets, right? Because they were like our little
bunch
initiates,
of chicken nuggets, bless them.
They were basically little truth-seeking initiates.
Yeah,
they'd said, right, yeah, fuck it, we're going to say something, and we know that we can see this is wrong. They weren't awake; they were waking up. They were starting to wake. They wanted to be awake.
They wanted to be.
Right? How many of them ended up getting breeded up?
Boy, that is a funny question, bro. Like, Facebook's a funny place because, like, on my timeline, obviously, I'm still in touch with the Nuggets. I don't speak. It's not like I've locked them all up and it's all arms house. It's just I'll be on my timeline and I see one of the Nuggets posting their third kid, and like another Nugget posting their second kid, and it's like 4 or 5 baby fathers
Since
deep.
COVID, like
4 or 5 baby fathers deep. Like, and like the way they all just got breeded up within like 6 months, and I was like, do you know what it was? What it was for me, right? Is remember a seat will vouch for this as well. I've always said like, God, I would love to just get behind someone that's doing what we were doing, but do it better than us. Like, and I'll get behind that. Like, I really will. I'll feel it. That the thought of that gassed me up. So, where there was a severe lack of girls within the community making content and putting their 2 cents worth out there, young mums that were homeschooling their children and doing things alternatively, and just not really getting widely spoken about. People would think that's niche. Not a lot of people live like that, and these girls were kind of proving that to be the opposite. And some of them really took to it, like Paige. She took to it. Big up Paige. She's doing bits and pieces now. Audrey, bloody hell, like what she's doing now is just phenomenal. But they're all breeded up regardless. And then Leanna, she's another one that got breeded up. Carla, big up Carla. Just all Ute stuff. But these were all girls that I saw the biggest potential in. The biggest potential girls were the ones that got breeded up. All the other ones that were just hanger-oners and just going protest to go parties after. Those weren't the girls that were persons of interest. I told you many a story, Rich, where I sat there just case studying all these people after protesting. They're all taking ketamine, they're all doing this, that, and the other. And I was just sitting there shocked. Like they used to call me Old Mother Hubbard. I'd be sat there with my cup of tea and my spiff, just watching it like a fucking circus, and just thinking, "Fuck!" And these people are supposed to be awake. But it was amazing because it was like I was watching all these people that had woken up because of COVID. Like they weren't predisposed, they weren't awake before that. This knee jerked them into it, kind of catapulted them into what was 9/11, and it's like and then like. Even Anthony, he can vouch for this. In Liverpool, he saw people literally, you witness people in front of you having this penny drop moment where they kind of slowed down and went, oh, wait, hold on. Wait, should I be looking into... And then the next time you see them, they're like, we never went to the moon. And you're like, yeah.
It's where critical thought starts, basically, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what waking up, that's all waking up is, right?
There'll be some catapult
It's nothing
into
massively. It's nothing. I mean, it does end up being spiritual, but it doesn't necessarily start off being spiritual. All it is critical. You start thinking critically, and you start. You know, you. Although we all go down these paths of thoughts already.
It's fascinating,
right? And
fascinating.
Voiced, but there's still. You end up like, for me, I was coming across the stuff that resonated with me was the stuff that like I was already thinking like that, and it was like, whoa, hang on a second, somebody's fucking written about this. This is what I've been thinking. What the fuck, right? So,
and you know what you said
nothing
there.
new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. There is no original thought.
That's it. But like coming across information, like so. See, watching all these people catapult and become awake. The first thing they wanted to do was they wanted to not network, but meet up. And that was very reminiscent of watching the Globe Live meetups and whatnot. And I was like, oh, wow, look, this is just like another cycle of this, but in a different way. And watching them so kind of like enthusiastically going, right, we're going to meet up at the park each week and we're all going to, and what we're going to do, we're going to talk, right? I'm watching them do this, and it was nice to kind of take a back seat and go behind the camera and just film them and interview them and discuss why they were doing what was driving them to do what they were doing. And like it was sweet. None of them had any solutions, but all they knew that was they found this kind of like camaraderie from meeting up with other people that felt the same way, were upset with the same things in life that they were upset with. And I saw a lot of people stop existing and start living off of the back of that.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like a lot of people needed permission to feel okay about not wanting to live like that.
We're not the only, like, we're not saying for we're not saying at all that we're the only or the first people to to be involved in or be to be there. This was happening all over the country, man. There's so many different content creators. I mean, the one that springs to mind is Mark Bierski. He doesn't really do. I don't think he does meetups, but people do go to Spain to go and see him. He lives in Spain, but yeah, people who have found communities where they're able to and there's meetups that have been happening all over the country in pubs. People having basically little wide awake meetups. They didn't realize that's what they're called, but by default we already coined it, so you can't nobody else can have it. Wide awake, right? And people being realists. But going back to the girls and the boys from the Couth days, what better way to completely derail somebody than to give them a brand new life to have to to be responsible for? And because
they've done wonky numbers on so many people.
Because they're waking up, and because of the amount that's been out there about abortions and stuff, and the controversy behind that, so much more has come out about it. I think.
No, but we're talking about people having kids with people they've not even known for 5 minutes, bruv.
No, I know they've only known them literally for a couple of months, but the
not
thing
even
is
some of them.
That's
not
the thing
even
about.
Weeks,
that's the thing
bro.
about having meetups after the protests and stuff, and everybody going out and letting their hair down, and and getting all recreational about things.
Mad. It was mad.
It's those recreational activities lowering people's inhibitions and
it was what was crazy,
loosening their morals.
Yeah, bro. Like such high energy, high frequency stuff for the protests, and then I would sit there and watch low energy, low frequency stuff happen after. It was mind-boggling to watch.
Yeah. The trouble is, in the people that are in the moment, they feel it's high energy.
They do, yeah.
And good, they don't. It's funny. It's weird. It's a bit uncomfortable. It's it's like, I don't want to be around this. Being somebody that actually took part in it, seeing it from the outside, it's not a pretty sight. It's not.
No.
A lot of sweating and gurning. And
it was tough to watch.
Saying the same thing over and over, and just repeating themselves.
Many a times, me and Asita would sit there after the protest, and we'd be invited back to A, B, or C. I won't say nothing, but we'd be in someone's garden at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're just there enjoying the vibe, and we're clocking that everybody around us is way gone,
waved.
Yeah. It's not like
disappearing off to the loo in groups of 2 or 3.
I'm sitting there saying to Anasita, yeah, let's get Uber now, yeah, let's roll out. Don't know what the fuck he's got to do. And the thing is, we would go back and then spend a day and a half fucking editing it as well. Asita would be saying the whole night.
While all of that lot spent a day and a half recovering.
I promise you.
While they all spent a day and a half recovering, you were
editing,
working.
Yeah. We would it would be afar. There was one time we were somewhere in East London. I remember sitting in this garden just going, what the fuck am I doing in this housing estate? I'm so far out of my ends. I don't know no one here.
And it's mad. It's not. You're not in your early 20s and went out and got pissed
I'm
out.
42.
And because we did that. How many times? How many times did we find ourselves in? And it's
if there's a saying that I could equate, it was like being a fly on the wall. But there is one fond memory. I can't remember all the girls' names. I can't even remember the girl's name of the yard that it was. But we were all going from the train station, and she was as we were walking, she's going to go we're going to go left here, right there. Going into the shop, and all these girls are picking up all these bottles of wine. And I just got my carton of Oatly in it, and I always roll with a bag of tea bags, like my own tea bags, and I'll have normally like a miniature agave in my bag in it, because I don't know how people say. Yeah, bro, and my distilled water in it. Like everything else is poison. I'd never assume I'm going to go to someone's yard and they're going to have a whole distilled setup going on. So I always carry like a flask of water in it, and get to the house, and I'm making my cup. I've just said to the girl, can I like rinse out your kettle in it? Can I use your kettle? And she's even glaring at me going, what are you going to do, a scientific experiment? I'm like, no, make a cup of tea. So these times they've all got their glasses of wine.
What on earth are you going to do boiling the kettle? It's like what the fuck do you do with your kettle?
In it.
Do you not? Is it just there for decoration? Like you don't actually. Do you know what? I didn't even realise what that thing was for.
She's been putting tap water in it.
Right? I swear to God, that's what it's like here. I swear to God, that's what it's like here. Right?
Yeah, but you got
the
decent
people
water
here.
out there.
No, but the people here, they all, like the Spanish, they all microwave their water, right? And there's only a kettle out there because I insisted on there being a fucking kettle out there, and I've had to show a couple of them like, why don't you boil it in the kettle? Oh, but it's so much quicker in the microwave. Yeah, but I mean, I've done that. I've microwaved water when I didn't have a kettle, and I only had a microwave, and I didn't. There was no hob. There was just a microwave and a fridge.
Wow.
So I've done it, but I've found actually you microwave water, if you put sugar in too quickly, it fizzes up and fucking. It's like it starts boiling, like the water starts boiling and boils over the top of the bloody glass.
Wow.
It's crazy. It just does this big, like a seltzer, you know. What are they called? Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer, yeah, the little tab that goes all fizzy.
They're chatting about skateboarding in the chat.
Nice.
They're not really engaged in what we're talking about.
No, we're just waffling away anyway. We're just waffling away.
Say, because Sylvia's she's like super mum, fucking super skateboarding mum. Like you've seen the videos of her, like the shorts of her.
Yeah.
Going on in the skate park, man. It's fucking. I wish my mum had been that cool.
Gotta love it.
Right, what next? Are we gonna?
I think I'm done.
We got anything? We're done.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah.
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 Well, actually, hang on. Hang on a sec. Yeah. We're not done.
No, we're not done. How are we not done?
That's how.
Oh yeah. Oh god, this one's a doozy. Yeah, guys and girls. This one's tasty. Tiny hats are at it again. Yeah, it's a good question. Who is the real enemy?
Who can it be now?
So
things get really deep when you look into the tiny hats and slavery. Yes, this was left out of the history books because guess who owns the history books? Those tiny hats over here. And when we look at who owned all the slaves and were the slave traders and the auctioneers, tiny hats. And who owned the newspapers, tiny hats. And then who also created the division. Oh, I think you're starting to understand it. And then you also find about the exploitation of the slaves and how they treated people. Obviously, they're not going to tell anybody this part. And then it also gets interesting when you find out that the tiny hats were defending that they should stay slaves. Isn't that interesting? And people would say, no, that would never happen, really. Slave dealing was an extremely profitable business. And this is where it always ties back to the Rothschilds, like I've always talked about. Even Malcolm X talked about this. People should look into this.
And a Negro is not anti-Semitic when he says that the man who's exploiting him in his community is white, because it is a white man who owns all the stores. Now, is it an accident that these whites who own these stores are Jewish? If it's an accident, then the fact that he says the Jew on the corner is exploiting me isn't an anti-Semitic statement. It's just more descriptive of the man who's exploiting him.
Peak. What are you gonna do, eh? Bada bing, bada bong. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Rich? What are you gonna do? You know?
Gee, if only somebody made the schematic available.
Yeah, just we had the Wizard of Oz. It's curious and curious. Like, well. I mean, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, because at the moment you can't cut a crop without being called anti.
You've gone all muffled, my dear.
Oh, really?
It sounds like the microphone is like 2 feet away from you.
It's right here on my headphones.
There
Yeah.
we go. You're wearing a headset.
Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, Kenny, relax
It's better.
yourself.
It's better now. It's better now.
Sorry. Yeah. It's just curiouser and curiouser.
Well, what time is it?
1:30.
Fucking hell.
No, quarter to two.
Quarter to two.
It's good night. It's good night from me and good night from Rich.
We're gonna play out. We're gonna play out with another of Rox's
Cheers, buddy.
writings. One of this is now my new. It's gonna be my new intro, and probably outro as well.
Cool.
So much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank
to
you,
those
thank
who
you.
Took part in the chat room.
Thank you.
Sylvie, this you got to listen to this, man. This is I know it's AI, right? But like, I really like these. I like all of these ones that. Yeah, I like everything that I've heard so far, man. I can't lie.
I remember,
so-
guys, it's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun.
and
it's not that
it-
deep.
it's
It's not
just-
that deep.
Right, and it is just skeleton. Like this is the first draft.
Yeah.
We're gonna work
Yeah.
on these and actually
They're
turn
like
them into our own thing.
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
You heard it here first.
much love. We'll see you again soon. And just take the chat off there. Right. Yeah.
Big love.
From the shores of Tenerife beneath the morning sun, 007, the day has just begun. Feet upon the sand, grinding with the tide, meditating by the ocean with the sunrise by my side. Then the music starts calling, another stage tonight, as I perform underneath the island lights, making people smile with every song I sing, living every moment that a free heart brings. I'm not chasing fame, I am chasing something real, sharing what I have learned, helping people heal. 007, standing in the light, keeping conversations, living every night.
One. It's not the fucking animated one. It's meant to be the animated one. I thought I saved the animated one.
Do you want me to send you it? It's worth the wait, guys.
Yeah.
Promise you. The animated one is even more fun. Do you want me to send it again, bro?
Yeah, because the last one that you sent isn't. I thought the last one you sent is the
No worries. I'll do it right now. Give me 10 seconds and I'll get that to you. Hold on. Bear with me. Voila. Alright, give me 30 seconds. 1 second. Just switching it over. All right, it should be coming through now.
And you know what? I'm
Yeah.
an idiot because I've got the one that I edited, haven't I?
What are you like?
Dickhead.
What are you like? Yeah, it
'Cause
says it's
I-
like 90% done. It's coming through now
Right.
on your Slack. It says processing uploaded file. Doing it right now. Shouldn't take too long. Maybe 10, 15 seconds. It's coming through now. Should show up on your screen. Double O Lenovo. Just press and play on my end, making sure I got the right one. Yeah, I got the right one. Yeah, right. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, this is just literally fun, guys. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Does it come through your side, Rich?
Yeah.
Good.
Peace and love, guys. See you all again soon.
From the shores of Tenerife beneath the morning sun, 007, the day has just begun. Feet upon the sand, grinding with the tide, meditating by the ocean with the sunrise by my side. Then the music starts calling, another stage tonight, as I perform underneath the island lights, making people smile with every song I sing, living every moment that a free heart brings. I'm not chasing fame, I am chasing something real, sharing what I have learned, helping people heal. 007, standing in the light, keeping conversations, living every night. The realest 138, asking questions, opening the gate. The Wide Awake Show keeps the fire alive, helping people think, helping hope survive. If my words have helped you find your way, support the mission, keep the lights on another day. From Tenerife to the world, the distance disappears. Voices joined together over all these years, bringing people closer, one conversation every day. From history to current events, from health to state of mind, exploring different viewpoints for those who choose to find. I've spoken of the Phoenix 138, inviting people to question and investigate. Not demanding all the answers, not pretending that I know, just opening discussions and watching understanding grow. Round your feet, breathe the air, find your peace, be aware. The sea keeps rolling, the truth keeps calling, no matter how many times we're falling. Community matters, people come first, real conversations can quench the thirst. Community matters, people come first, real conversations can quench the thirst. 007, music in his soul, bringing hearts together, that's always been the goal. The Wide Awake Show still standing strong, building a family that all belong. The realest 138, walking together, whatever our fate. One conversation can change a life, one kind word can cut through the strife. So if you've left, if you've learned, if you stay for every show, if Rich has made a difference, let your gratitude show. We'll keep the panel going, help the message carry on, because communities grow stronger when we all stand as one. 007, from the beaches of Tenerife to every screen around the world. The Wide Awake Show lives on, the realest 138, one community, one conversation, wide awake. Wide awake.
Right, the shop is closed. Everybody get out. Time to go home. Come on.
Only 2:45.
Yes, but it's my shop. Come on, go home. Bye-bye. Thank you.
That's hardly fair.
It's not fair at all. Get out. Bye-bye.
I expect better service.
We'll expect away. Get out. Bye-bye. Come on, all you...
Shut it down!